GM has already released the 2027 version of their Sierra. It's available on the website. You can go check it out right now. However, this isn't it. This is a brand new trim here in Canada, and I want to tell you all about it. My name is Jimmy, and this is the 2026 GMC 1500 Pro Graphite. And what the Pro Graphite is back to trucking roots. This is, well, everything you need in a truck without all that sprinkle. Because underneath the hood, you got a V8. You got a 2-inch lift. You got all the things that make it a truck without touch screens. I mean, you still get one, but it's not a giant one. You get knobs on the inside. You even get 6 seats. This is a truck without the sprinkles. And I know there's a lot of you that's looking for something like this. So let me show you around. On the front, it's all blacked out. This is the graphite package. The grille, the bumper, it's menacing. And that's exactly what you want here. You got, of course, LED headlamps, as it is a GMC after all. On the side, you got these 18-inch wheels with the Goodyear tires. You can go for 20s, optional extra, of course, but they look part of the job. The truck does sit quite tall. I'm 5'11", and well, this 6'8" truck literally towers over me. No, you don't get side steps or anything like that. However, of course, dealer optional extras. You also don't get proximity door locks. You get just these plastic door handles here, which is fine. With the Pro Graphite, you always get the crew cab. However, you got 2 bed options. The short bed, like this here, just under 70 inches, and you can also get the long bed, or standard bed that they call it, and that's under 80 inches. Either way, you get your damn tailgate. No, it's not powered. You don't get that. You also get your 120 volt, 400 watt outlet on the side, so you can run at least some power tools. Not all. Definitely not a microwave. Back here, things can be a little dark. I mean, there's no sunroof. You got dark materials all around. But you know what? You got plenty of room. Headroom, legroom, for days. Like, you can really stretch out in here. The seats are comfortable, but they're nothing special. They're not heated or anything like that. This is based on the Pro, which is like their workers' truck. So it's a workers' material in here. You got hard plastics everywhere, and that's totally fine. It's just a truck. What's nice is you still get some USB ports and vents on the bottom, so it's not like it's just bare bones back here. And if you're thinking of carrying kiddos, this vehicle is definitely wide enough for you to get 3 across. No worries about that whatsoever. Let's move up front. Jumping into the front without the side steps, I can definitely appreciate these handles. It definitely helps. However, the seats, you know what? They're actually quite comfortable. On the driver's side, they're electronically adjustable with a 2-way lumbar support. No, there's no heated seats, ventilated seats, or massaging. Drive on some bumpy roads and you get your massaging seats that way. But you know what? They're absolutely fine. And well, you can have all your friends close by because it's a work truck. You got 3 across right in the front. It's been a long time since I've been in a truck with a bench seat in the front. This takes me back. I like this. In front of me, you got a plastic steering wheel, which is fine. Sure, some of the edges are a little bit rough. You don't get buttons on the side to control your radio. But it's a steering wheel. What more do you need from it? You got all the analog gauges right behind, tach, speedo, your temperatures, your pressure. Like, it's all there. Yes, you still get a little screen in the center that you can scroll through to see like fuel consumption and other stuff within the vehicle. But like, it's all that you need. You even get some warning lights on the top when things get a little dangerous. In the center, well, this is like the old Sierra. This isn't the new one. And I'm not talking about like the 2027. I'm talking about the rest of the 2026 lineup with the massive screen. Sure, for that you get like automatic climate control and other things that may be nice to have. But this is old school manual. The screen is there for you to have wireless CarPlay. You have your backup camera. You even have options to double check your trailer in here. So it has all that you need, nothing more. Underneath your screen, you got all your physical buttons, like dedicated volume knob, climate control, No, it's not some automated climate control where you set your temperature. You just, well, adjust how cool or how warm you want it. And then your fan speed on the other side. That's really it. It's manual, it's basic, it's back to roots. And I love it. This truck, well, this is what motoring is about. It's not about being a fancy coffin. This, well, sure, materials are rough, but it has everything you need, including a big old V8 under the hood. Sure, it's not the 6.2, but the 5.3 liter V8 here will suffice. You get 355 horsepower and 383 pound-feet of torque. Mated to that is a 10-speed automatic and full-time 4-wheel drive. And yeah, you got your auto, 2 high, 4 high, that's it. No 4 low. You do get downhill assist, but no 4 low. But what you do get, V8 noises. When you think of a truck, you naturally assume that it has a V8. Because like a truck and a V8, like the two, it's like ham and Swiss. It's like peanut butter and jelly. The two just goes together. Not a twin turbo V6. As much as I like some twin turbo V6 out there, like a truck with a V8, it just makes more sense. Yes, it doesn't have enough like comparable horsepower. But you know what? It's fine. You get V8 noises. V8 noises make me giggle. You know what? The Sierra's always been one of the better driving trucks as well. Like, steering is actually surprisingly accurate. Turn it in and it's like, oh, okay. This is better than like what typical truck would kind of give you. It's a lot more direct than, well, Ford or Ram. Ram is definitely more designed to be more comfortable, and the Ford kind of splits it. It's right in the middle. But if you want the best driving truck, the GM twins, they're the ones to go for. Now, it does mean that the ride is more firm. You do get leaf springs in the rear, and because of that, like I said, it's more firm. But you know what? That's fine. It's a truck. You don't have to have like the plushest interior. You don't have the most plush ride, and that's fine. This does the truck things really, really well. And you can turn off traction control at a stoplight and be an absolute lunatic. Oh, goodness. One of the negative sides of having a large truck with a big V8 is fuel consumption. While on the highway, thanks to the 10-speed, it's surprisingly good, but in the city, goodness, it's not great in the city. Of course, I haven't been driving it the most economically, and I'm averaging like 18 liters per 100 right now, which is fine. Just fine. What isn't fine is the price. Now, the base price of this as spec'd on paper, it's 74,000 Canadian. And that seems like a lot. However, GM will be happy to tell you the price that's MSRP isn't the price you pay. Because right now, with like all the incentives that they have, this truck as spec'd, 61,000 Canadian. Now, 61,000 is definitely a lot more attractive. With all the stuff that it comes with, sure, it's not a lot, but it is a truck. It's designed to haul. It's designed to tow. It has all those features. For 61K, it's not bad at all. And yeah, it's just a little bit more than your Pro kind of lineup. So if you want, well, just a truck that can do all the things that you need it to do. Go off-road a little bit, have some fun. No, you won't be like fully rock crawling in this. You don't get low range and you don't get all the drive modes and electronic things that can help you. But it has, well, everything that you should need in your day-to-day truck. That makes it kind of cool. In any case, let me know what your thoughts are. Is this the perfect anti-tech truck? No big screens, no touch screens to control everything. You got knobs all over the place, especially the one that's here on the driver's seat. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below, but I'll catch you next time. Take care.